The things that that I've started to incorporate over the years more in my life is things like stretching, things like yoga and meditation has been a real, that for me was something that I never thought that I kind of turned a blind eye to it when I was younger. Thought that's not going to be helpful. But being able to sit still for a second and listen to the noises around you, and understand you more and tap into that kind of inner child or whatever it may be. That's for me been taking that moment for yourself each day, treating yourself with love and being kind to yourself, because I think for a long time I wasn't kind to myself. And that's been a process. Doing things that, being purposeful and having real setting intentions each day, no matter how big or small. And, I wake up and looking in the mirror, brushing your teeth, then stop for a second and say, okay, today's going to be the day. Today's going to be great. And no matter what you're faced with, just whatever you come out with.
Yeah. Talking to yourself.
Also, speaking to people, I think, is very important. I think as a kid, as I said, I didn't feel like I could speak to people. I didn't feel like I could tell my mom about these experiences. I felt embarrassed. I couldn't tell my dad. So I thought he would think less of me. Couldn't talk to any of the teachers, couldn't tell most of my friends. Most of them weren't particularly of color. But learning to be open and speak to people, find someone to speak to, whether it's a therapist or whatever, that's been a huge help. I don't necessarily have a therapist as such, but someone that I'm able to then just have shoot the shit with, basically, and confide in and trust. Like, trust has been something that I've never had. I didn't trust anybody through those experiences I had as a kid, and it's been very, very hard to build trust with people. But creating allies, finding things that you have in common with people, like my boss, for example, him and I just breaking each other down and then just realizing that we're similar in many, many ways, but also very different. But that's not what should divide us. We can then be allies. And so that's why we're working on being the most diverse team. We're working on pushing, we've started Ignite, which is about getting, improving that pipeline into motorsport for people from underserved communities. And there's so much work to do.